Welcome back. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this halo cut crease smoky nude lip look. So if you're new to this channel, hey, my name's Adrika. I upload 3 times a week on this YouTube channel on every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So tune in on those days if you want to see more content from me. This is a very nighttime appropriate glam going out type of look, so I hope you really enjoy it. I've been wanting to play with a little bit more color, although I did go quite smoky for this route. I am going to be doing kind of like a rainbow pop of color makeup tutorial very soon, so stay tuned for that if that's what you're looking for. So this is going to be a voiceover tutorial, so hopefully it goes a lot faster than my last makeup tutorial, which was quite chatty, but that's okay. I was doing kind of like a chatty get ready with me plus a makeup tutorial all in one, but this one I just want to make strictly about the makeup. So all the products talked about in this video and whatever else is on my face will be listed in the description box down below, so definitely check it out if you want any of the product links. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like and comment down below what type of look you would like me to do next, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. So if you want to see how to do this dark blue smoky with a pop of green halo eye, then just keep on watching. So I love me some really good smoky eye halo cut creases, so we're going to start off with an eyeshadow primer, as you should with any eye look, especially this one because of how dark and smoky and dramatic it is. So this is the LA Girl one. This is just a flesh colored eyeshadow primer. I hate that word flesh, but we're going to roll with it. Now this is just going to provide an even skin tone base, and it's going to add a little bit of tack so the eyeshadow can really adhere and stick onto it very, very well. Now I'm going to leave it sticky, but you could use a flesh colored eyeshadow to go on top of it, but I want my eyeshadows to be a little bit more vibrant than usual. So using the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette, this is the Jewel Pop version, I'm going to take this really creamy mustard shade and I'm going to fluff this all into the crease. Now I wanted a bit more of a bridge or a transition from the dark smoky shades and to my skin. So I'm going to take this mustard shade and just apply it everywhere. Now I'm going to take this bright cobalt blue from the palette, and I'm going to start off with a fluffier, a little bit pinched of a brush, and I'm going to start packing this on the outer corner, but still fluffing and blending it into the mustard. Now the two shades do actually mesh well together because the mustard is so close in skin tone to my own. So I'm also going to take that blue shade and pack it onto the inner corner as well as the outer corner so we can get the base of our halo eye going. And I'm just going to kind of fluff that slightly into the crease. We'll do a lot more blending later. Right now I just want to focus on getting that blue shade down. So I also want to make sure that I bridge the gap in between the outer and inner corner by bringing it into the crease in kind of like a rainbow shape. This is the most flattering for my eye shape. So next we're actually going to take this kind of deeper royal brighter purple, and taking a much smaller brush, I'm going to just pack it right on top of the blue to create more of like an indigo shade. So I just wanted to mix the two shades to give me the color that I really want from this look, and I'm really just applying it straight on top, making sure that the two blend and mesh well together. So I'm now going back in with the mustard shade and the same fluffy brush, and I'm going to run it along the edges to make sure that the blend is absolutely seamless. To get the drama that I really want, I'm taking the black from this palette, and I'm taking a really small fluffy crease brush, and I'm doing some detail deepening of my halo eye. So I want the contrast between the halo and the deep and dark outer and inner corner to be very, very noticeable. I'm making sure to keep the black much tighter on the lid. I definitely don't want this getting too much into the crease. I'm going to deposit and place most of the color on the inner and outer corner, and then I'm just going to take the leftover into the crease so I can still get that depth without any of the problems that come with black. I'm going back in with that pinched brush that I used with the purple, and I'm going to just run it over the black because I feel like it got a little bit overwhelming even though I used the tiniest amount of product. So I just want to bring that hint of indigo back. And now I'm just going back in with that brush with the mustard shade and fluffing that all along the edges. So I'm going in with these e.l.f. cushion eyeshadows, and I'm taking this really different kind of blue. It's a cream shade, so I don't have to cut my crease using concealer. I'm just taking a very, very tiny brush, picking some up, and I'm going to slowly cut my halo eye out. So I'm going to start directly above my iris, and I'm just going to start off with a line straight down, and I'm going to go right up a little bit above my crease so that when I open my eyes you can still see the cut crease, and also so it doesn't transfer. So picking up a cream shadow on a brush can be a little bit difficult, so I'll start off with a little bit at a time, but these are phenomenal quality, so they actually will pick up on the brush and will kind of distribute evenly. So now I'm going to go in with that white shade, and I want to make the halo eye pop that much more. So I'm just going to take it into the middle of the halo eye so it can fade into the light blue shade that we used on either side and create that strip of light right in the middle. Just to add a bit of definition to the eyelid, I am taking a really deep blue eyeliner from e.l.f. and I'm just going to apply a nice thin line. I don't want this to be too much, but after I am going to draw a bit of a wing because I thought it looked a little bit strained on my eye. So now I'm going to move on to the face. So I want a more dewy hydrated look today. So I'm taking my Becca First Light Priming Filter, applying that all over the face to give me a tacky base as well as some beautiful glow. For foundation, I'm going in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I'm just going to be plopping on a bit of this on my face. That's just my preferred application. This is more of a matte foundation, but it is one of the most beautiful, long-wearing, full coverage foundations that I have, and I definitely agree that this look needs a full coverage kind of base. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to press this and stipple this into the skin to give me maximum coverage with minimum product. I feel like that's become my slogan, but that is honestly what I believe in. So for concealer, I'm mixing my two favorites right now. The Too Faced Born This Way is just going to go right on the under eyes and everywhere that I highlight, and literally right on top everywhere I put the Too Faced. I am going to take a bit of the Makeup Revolution. This is the moment that I realized that these have virtually identical formulas, but I am going to just pounce that into the skin using my Japonesque Kumadori beauty sponge. To give me more of a skin-like finish, I love using a beauty sponge to press it really into the skin. I'm making sure the concealer on my under eye is really pressed into the inner corner because we are doing a very dark, smoky halo eye. The inner corner can get a little bit dreary looking, so we need to really make sure that we brighten it up. So to set the under eye concealer, I'm using one of my favorites, ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder with my sponge, and I'm just pressing that into the under eyes. This gives me the best skin-like finish, but still really mattifies and makes the skin look airbrushed and poreless. So I am going to just apply that to the entire T-zone and really buff and press that into the skin so it doesn't even look detectable at all. So for the rest of the face, I am taking the Ulta Double Duty Wet Dry Powder, and using a sponge, I can actually press this into the skin as a kind of foundation topper and really make sure that everything is locked in and perfect. The face is looking a little bit flat, so I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm taking the contour shade using my Wet n Wild Contour Brush, and I'm going to be stamping this right along the borders of the face, right into the cheekbone, because my face is a little bit too one-dimensional for me, and I want to make it three-dimensional. Did I really say one-dimensional? I meant two-dimensional. What? Okay. Bronzer time. I am using my favorite butter bronzer, and I'm going to just buff that into the hairline and into the cheekbone and jawline. I feel like a dark, smoky, dramatic look always needs a little bit more harsher or stronger of a bronzed or contoured look, just to give you that like snatched type of finish. And again, to bring back some definition to the face, I'm going to go in with some Satin Touch blush from Essence. We are going to amp up the glow factor in a bit, but a satin blush will just sit and blend better on top of the skin and imitate that skin-like quality. Now, this Aurora Glow Kit I have not used in a hot minute, but this shade in the palette called Luna is the perfect icy cool tone highlight for this look. And these are a little bit glittery, but they don't emphasize any of my texture, and that's really what matters to me. So I'm just going to be really placing this mostly on top of the cheekbones and taking the excess remainder on the brush and just applying a tiny bit on the nose and upper lip. So the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter is one of my favorite natural finish highlighters to dust all over the face, which is exactly what I'm doing right here, taking a tapered, fluffy brush and just mainly focusing on the apples of the cheeks to give that extra little bit of glow just when I smile, and the temples of the forehead, and actually literally all over the face. I want more of a glowy look after using quite a bit of powder and quite a bit of matte foundation. I do want to bring that life back into the skin. So to set the entirety of my face and make everything melt in, I'm taking the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal mattifying spray and just giving myself a good misting and fanning my face to make sure it dries properly. Back to the eyes we go. I'm starting off with this grass green shade from the e.l.f. palette, and taking a smudger brush, I'm going to be stamping it as close to my lower lash line as possible, and I'm going to go in all the way practically to the inner corner, kind of fading and smudging it out right at the inner corner. So I wanted a bit more of a pop of color for this look, so I did decide to go for that grass green, and to blend that into the skin again, I'm going to take a tiny Detail Crease brush using the mustard shade, and I'm going to make sure there is no harsh distinction from skin and green. And now going in with that pinched brush again to fluff out the edges that got a little bit harsh from doing my foundation. So taking that white cushion eyeshadow again, I'm going to be applying it into the inner corner just to bring a little bit more brightness and life back into the eye and not have it so be dark and dramatic. So for the lower lashes, I'm choosing to use the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced just to give me a really good fluffy look to the lash. So for the upper lashes, I'm taking my Buxom mascara and I'm just applying a really good coat. I also added a little bit of a wing to the edge of each eye just because I thought it made my eyes look a little bit more lifted. They were looking a little bit droopy. I have no idea why. I'm not that old, so please. So I just lined my lips using a nude liner, and then I'm taking my Physicians Formula All Natural Nude Healthy Lip Liquid Lipstick, and I'm just applying this to the lip. And for a glossy finish, because I rarely ever do glossy lips, I'm taking the Moonchild Lip Gloss from ColourPop in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and I am applying that on top. So here is the finished look with glossy skin, glossy lips, and a little bit of glossy eye action as well. So that's the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. All of the products talked about in this video and whatever else is on my face will be listed in the description box down below, so definitely check it out if you want any of the product links. Please subscribe if you liked anything that you saw here, like and comment down below what you think of this look, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!